Welcome, Virgos. This is your May 11th to May 17th forecast, and we're going to look first at what's going to impact you the most from an astrological perspective, and that's going to be the Sun being conjunct Uranus in Taurus, and that's going to happen on May 17th. And this is going to call for you to just expect sudden spiritual insights or revelations and staying open to unconventional wisdom, as well as trusting your intuition here, okay? And let's see what else. So we have Four of Cups here. So maybe you're feeling a little bored, or like things aren't necessarily happening as fast as you want them to happen, and you may even be feeling like a little unsatisfied with your life or how things are going for you at this time. There's definitely an opportunity for you to be more deeply connected with your partner, or in some particular relationship that you may have, like a friendship or partnership, or even just in your working environment. And if you don't have love in your life right now, you definitely may have love coming towards you. So if that's something you do desire, there's opportunity for that. And then there's also this opportunity for you to connect more deeply with yourself. Okay, so you connecting more with your intuition, with your higher self, and with source. Okay, we also have the Empress here as well. So you are coming into greater knowings. You're increasing your vibration and your frequency, and you're shifting that and raising your consciousness and awareness. So I see that here, like in multiple areas here, that crown chakra is opening up, and you are receiving those messages, and you're really, I'm going to say it again, like just definitely strengthening your connection with your intuition and the divine. That's wonderful. And that's going to make you feel strong and powerful and brave and courageous for what it is that you're working through here, whether it's relationships or spiritual development and growth, your finances, your working environment. It's definitely giving you the power and the courage to persevere. Also, healing is happening here as well. So you're continuing to heal, you're continuing to work on replenishing yourself, body, mind, and soul, and closing those wounds from things happening here. You're working through that and healing. So what else do we have going on for our Virgo? So you are being invited to be playful this week, to connect with your inner child. See how your inner child's doing. So there has to be some self-care practices that you just find fun and enjoyable, even if it's just getting more sleep. So some of you may just want to do nothing, relax, meditate, sleep. You could also, whatever it is that makes you feel happy, do it. Because I can list a bunch of things, but essentially what the message is to enjoy yourself, to take the time out, to refill your cup, to replenish yourself, and allow yourself to heal. Allow that healing, unconditionally loving energy to connect with you and to make you whole again. You already are, but this is you not necessarily feeling that way, and allowing yourself to come back into alignment with who you authentically are. Someone who is whole and complete and all-knowing. You are source. So this is you getting back to that and allowing yourself to get back to that. So let's also look at any challenges. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, all right. So you're really allowing the transformation to happen. So there may be something that is going on in your life that you really need to let go of, or you need to reframe, or you need to look at it in a different way. So there may be some things that just aren't helpful, aren't serving you. And it could be your thoughts, your belief systems, and just your ideas and your actions that you're taking that you know are keeping you from either making progress or not aligning you to be the best version of you. So you could be allowing yourself to experience these stresses and this pain and this heartache, and knowing that there's particular steps that you could take to get yourself out of that energy and that feeling. And you're being guided to really let those chapters close. Really take the time to reframe things to fit who you authentically are at this time. And if you feel like you're not quite able to do that yet, there are at least some changes that I'm hearing that you can let go of. There's some things that you're doing that you can adjust to help you get there and to make things easier for yourself at this time, because that's what this is about. Okay, what else? The Five of Swords here. Okay, so this may involve some conflict and you needing to work through some things. So there might need to be some conversations that are had. There might need to be some discussions. You may need to set some healthy boundaries. You may need to put some expectations in place as far as like how you are to be treated, how you're to be talked to, or how you're to be handled, or you know how the finances are to be handled. Like whatever this is, however you're applying this, you may need to put some boundaries in place for yourself. Okay, and you're also going to need to be truthful and honest about that with yourself and with the other parties that are involved. So this is you like really stepping into your power and gaining the strength and the courage and the bravery to set those standards, to set those expectations, to set those requirements, whatever this is. So we also have Judgment. And I feel like this is more of a fear, like you fear that there's going to come a lot of judgment as a result of this, or if you shake things up and you change things around, or you shift, go in a different direction, or you set those boundaries, you feel like you're going to be judged by a lot of individuals by doing that. So let's see what we have here. So we have perspective. And that's a wonderful point to make. Thank you so much for this card, because this is really you understanding and trusting that everything that you're doing and the path that you're going down is for your highest good. So if there are lessons that you feel like you could learn as a result of this, take those lessons as quickly as you can and move along, move on, keep going. Okay? And if you feel like there's like we talked about, you feel that there could be a lot of judgment surrounding this and you being perceived in a negative way, or others kind of seeing the situation like, well, Virgo should actually be doing this and that. What others think is none of your concern, has nothing to do with you. And also, it's really about perspective. So what someone else thinks you should be doing may not necessarily be the best thing for you to do. So just think of things in those terms as like, okay, well, that's your opinion, that's your thought, that's your idea, and you're viewing it from your perspective. So as long as you, Virgo, are able to be objective and view things as an observer, that's going to give you those different perspectives, and you can evaluate it on your own just like it is. You don't need to kind of go through that process of, telling everyone and getting their opinions and allowing them to just freely judge you and tell you particular things, what you need to be doing, what you don't need to be doing. You can do all of that on your own because, as we always say, you already have everything within you. Your knowledge is right here. Your all-knowing is right here. You already have it. You already have the answers. You already know what it is. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with sharing with people that you trust and you love and you care about and getting their ideas and knowledge. Just don't let it cross over into you feeling like you're being judged in some way, because that's absolutely not anything that you should concern yourself with. As long as you are coming from an authentic place and you are doing what is best for the highest good of all, then you definitely shouldn't be judging yourself in any way. And even if you're not, I'm not saying, you know, you should be judged. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that that is where you need to be honest with yourself. It's like, okay, well, you know what? I could actually adjust it here. This choice is actually going to be better for both of us, as opposed to this other choice where it's really just going to benefit me. So you know what that is. You already know. Okay. We have cycles happening here, and there may be a little fear of letting them close out, but there's a lot of disharmony that's happening right now in these cycles. So that's why you're being guided to allow them to close. Even though you don't want them to, it is time. Because things that aren't for you anymore are just going to take up space, and they're going to block your blessings from coming through. Okay, so that is the ultimate reason why you should let them go. You've already learned your lesson. You've moved on. So now let that energy go away. So let's see your hopes and desires and anything that may be what Virgo is fearing right now. Let's see here. All right, so yeah, you're definitely wanting some solitude, some relaxation time. You want to be able to have those moments that you can get in where you're replenishing your cup and you're not feeling overwhelmed. You're feeling rested, you're feeling well. Everything's flowing naturally, easily. You're experiencing victories and having successes, and everything, going according to plan. And yeah, you may have this fear of like you're trying and trying and trying, but things just aren't happening. You feel like as soon as you take a step forward, then something happens, and then you're taking like 2 steps backwards. Okay, and you may have this fear that you're never going to accomplish your goals. You're never going to be able to allow these old cycles to end. You're never going to accomplish the dreams that you have. Okay, so those may be coming up as fears for you. What else? The 5 of Wands, yeah. Just fear that this cycle is just not going to end. If you say it ends, it ends. Okay, if you're visualizing the end of that, those new chapters, really stay focused on what those new chapters can look like. Because that's just information and data that you're providing to the universe as far as what you dream and what you desire. So then the universe can start to work and co-conspire to bring that to you. But if you're still focused on the old chapters and on the pain and the heartache, and you're not allowing yourself to heal and to move forward, then that's all that the universe is going to show back to you. Because that's what you're showing and telling the universe that you want. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Yeah, really connect with your consciousness. Go within, connect with intuition and higher self and source. So being more self-aware as well. So this is coming, like those realizations coming out, that truth coming out of where you feel that you truly are, where you know you are, and also you trusting in what can be. Allowing yourself to be in this space where you are the Empress, where you are healed, where you are healthy, whole, and complete. And we know you're already that, but it's a matter of you trusting that and knowing that. We also have regeneration here with the master number 11. So this is definitely that new portal opening, that new beginning. And it's just a question to you, Virgo, of if you're going to step through it or not. And we know that that's much easier said than done. We know that there's still things that you're working through. You may have particular ideas about how something should be working out, and you're really struggling with that because that's not really where things are going. That's not the direction that life is going in. But you definitely have the opportunity to reframe things, reframe your thinking, and reframe your environment, and to make it fit with you and who you are now at this point in time. Okay. So let's see. What didn't we get? I don't think we got any of these. So let's get a couple of these oracles. So we have divine intervention coming through. So if you're not able to make these adjustments, you're not able to make these changes, then divine source will come through and force those changes, and it's all for you and for your highest good. So just know that losing things as a result of that divine intervention happening is because those things are not helpful to you. They're not helping you grow. They're not helping you evolve, and they need to go away so that the things that are going to help you grow and evolve can come to you, so they have room to connect with you. We have you really stepping into that power again, putting your game face on. And to me, this is more about you just stepping into your power and being that boss, that bad bee that we know you are. And that is no gender, okay? So, you just taking full advantage of the power that you have and the connection that you have with the divine. And you ascending, raising your consciousness, raising your awareness, powerful, as the powerful high priestess. That's all here. And that's what is available to you. So step into this energy. You have healing, you have grace, you have ascension, and you have power here. So this could be a wonderful week for you, Virgo. I love that. Okay, so let's also go here. Let's see, get a couple oracles here. So we have Ocean, and you embracing the essence of your beauty, your life force, and the things that bring you joy, happiness, and abundance, and genuine love, being authentic with your heart, and you expecting more fun to happen, be more playful. Also connect with your inner child. We do have that showing up here, but you're definitely being called to be more creative, to have more fun and enjoy yourself more. We also have family dynamics at play here, so there may definitely need to be some conversations here and some adjustments to your family life. So I feel like there is, and we said this earlier, but there is really showing up again here, this need to structure things a little better here, and that is for you. So if you're sort of the primary caregiver, or you're the person that's doing the primary, you have the primary responsibilities within the home, this is calling on you to make it better for you. You may need to make some adjustments. You may need to okay, everybody, this is when we're going to have breakfast. This is, what we're going to do, how we're going to go about our day. So you're being called to really focus on things and adjust things and restructure things so that you are benefiting, because you're the person that really has to put in the time and effort and inspire action to make things happen and to make things work and make sure everybody gets what they need throughout the day. So don't feel bad if you need to make some adjustments here. Then we have you conquering obstacles through divine resources. So you are being called to connect with those gifts and talents that you do have. And you're an amazing organizer. You're very practical, logical. You can reframe things. You can say okay, you know what? Well, this is how we need to organize this and structure this. But, this is the family environment. So you want things to be relaxed and chill. And you don't want to sort of force that. But in some cases, you may need to, because it's going to create a better environment, an easier flowing environment for everyone that's involved. Okay. And we have your connection to the source of all is strengthening. So your ears are open to listen. And we saw you are your third eye, your connection with source is open. So you definitely have access to information and messages beyond the physical realm here. You also being immune to the bullshit. I love that as well, because okay, I do need to make a couple adjustments here so things are better aligned for all of us. So don't be distracted. Activate your heart chakra and step into your power. Okay? All right, Virgo, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share if you found this helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.